Hello farmers, welcome back to East Vineland, getting set up to mow the big grass field down here by the pigsty. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Turn on the baler, that is ready to go. Yeah, I don't have access to this land, give me a moment. Let me move forward a couple meters, I'll be just fine here. Alright, I got the wrapper all set. And let's go ahead and do this. You follow that, but you gotta do 2.5 meters to the left. And we should be good to go. That should wrap up bales as we go along here. Let's jump into the big M and start cutting our grass. Still haven't upgraded the engine in the big M yet, but that's okay. This land here is relatively flat. The working speed is going to be reduced to 10 miles an hour because that's the working speed of the baler. So as you can see, we're doing about 8 miles an hour. So if I had the upgraded engine, probably I could maintain the 10 miles an hour, but overall, for how fast we're going to get this job done compared to what we used to get it done in, I'm fine with it. It'll be just fine. Yeah, we're going to leave a little bit of a swath pieces behind here and there, just the way the pickup is. Unfortunately, the pickup isn't wide enough, or the swath is just, well, it can't be the swath that's too much, because right now I don't have a lot of the mower actually cutting anything. But yeah, it's just the way it is. Eventually we'll get the windrower, and at the end of the year we'll windrow any leftover grass on this field, get it cleaned up, and we can do that, or we could do that in the future if we were here more than until next March. So in between episodes, I did get the lime spread in all the fields, the corn field down by the main farm. That's been got lime on it. Actually, you can kind of maybe see it off in the distance there. I also finished off the soybean field in the north, so that is all set. And as for fertilizer, the only field we're going to have to do, other than this grass field here, is the corn field, and I can't do that really until the corn grows, and that won't be until next month. So after we get this field mowed and wrapped and all that fun stuff, we'll move on to the month of May, although I'll have to check on the animals. Oh yeah, I did take care of the sheep. The sheep got grass bales put in, so they're fed. But I do need to check on the chickens, I think, and I think the pigs may need a straw bale, but I can't remember if I got a straw bale in the barn or not. I don't remember. I don't know if I sold the straw or what I did with it. So yeah, we'll do an animal check here once we get done with the grass, move to the month of May, fertilize the cornfield, and then we got some wool to sell. Not a whole lot, but I think it's going to be about $40,000 worth of wool that we have, so that'll be a nice amount of income. And then we'll see if we got any pigs. We may have some pigs to sell tomorrow, and before we do so, if I get enough cash, I may go ahead and get the big animal trailer. Not that I really need it, but you know, I'm going to keep on playing the series as if we're going to be here for many more years to come, so a bigger animal trailer is something I definitely would upgrade to. But anywho, yeah, we're starting today mowing this big grass field. Now, this system that I got working here with Course Play, the wrapper, yeah, it's only going to work if you got a fast wrapper. And, oh yeah, okay, so I was like, did I forget to turn on the automatic bale? No, the automatic drop-off, sorry, is turned on, so we're wrapping bales. But unless you got a wrapper that wraps really fast, it's probably not going to keep up with the bales that I put down. So luckily the modded wrapper on East Vineland wraps them really, really fast. And after seeing how that worked, I kind of modded the wrapper on Hinterland to do the same thing. So it works out rather well. But getting a field mowed and the bales wrapped in one go is kind of nice. And of course, these silage bales would come in very handy in January when it comes time to sell them. We'll get a whole bunch of cash. I don't know what I'm going to do with the cash when we sell everything in the winter months. Maybe I'll just buy more land, even though we won't be doing anything. We'll just, because during the winter months, we're just selling everything, and then, yeah, we'll be done with East Vineland. But we still got plenty more to do here. We got a lot of harvesting to do, prep work. As for contracts this year, I think I'm pretty much done with contracts, honestly. The two other grass fields that are not ours, they want hay for the contracts they currently got. And those contracts will sit there now until the end of the year, because I'm not going to do hay contracts. So those two contracts will just continuously sit there Unless they change when I reload the game, when I relog into the game, I don't know if it'll change from hay to silage. I don't think it will. It'll probably just stay there. But yeah, really don't have a need or desire to go down there and do silage bales anyways. We are pushing out the bales. I kind of like it on this map to where the bales are, the capacity of the bales is a little bit larger. That's going to eliminate how many bales we got. That's always good. But yeah, upgrading the engine in the Big M was definitely something I need to do as well. I'm going to mow this grass 2 more times this year after this. As you see, we're just slowing down enough to where upgrading the engine seems worth it. But even upgrading the engine, I found out on Hinterland, upgrading the engine there, I still run into the same problem now and then to where any slight inclines or whatever kind of doesn't quite keep at the max speed of 10 miles an hour. But the extra, like 80 horsepower is an extra 80 horsepower. But when I get done with this field, I will be going back around with the baler and picking up the bigger swaths. But the rest of it, I'll just have to leave there until we can afford the windrower to clean up this mess. Usually I just get 2 headlands done with the Big M, and then I'll start going back and forth on the grass field. It does take a while to get the field done. But when we get done, we'll have, I want to say, pretty close to like 80 bales, something like that. I think it's like 2.5 trailer loads, and I think, what, 32 per trailer, so that's like 64, and half of that's like 15, so somewhere around 80 bales. And then we'll have to keep them outside until they ferment, because I can't put them into the barn. Because the barn will just see them as grass bales, and they'll be stored as grass bales, and then yeah, they won't ferment. Just about a half hour to get this field mowed, and we haven't missed many bales, but of course, as we all know, bales coming off the baler don't always just drop. They sometimes flip off to the side, or seems like in my case, a lot of them are coming off when I'm turning, and they kind of roll a bit to the side. So, but I think we got like 95% of the bales wrapped, which is not too bad. Change of plans. Yeah, I think we'll forgo the animal trailer, buying that tomorrow or in the month of May. The windrower. This is just, it's getting underneath my skin just seeing all this loose grass is sitting here, and I don't want it to sit here for another 3 months or whenever I actually have the cash to buy the windrower. So unless the animal trailer comes up for sale, we'll be getting the windrower and taking care of all this loose grass laying around everywhere. It's just to clean it up. I really don't need to get the bales wrapped and start fermenting right away, because we don't sell them until January. It's just a mess. It's just a pure mess here. Because we do have an animal trailer. It's just more convenient to get the bigger one to transport more pigs back and forth, and to be able to use the Mack truck to go back and forth at 55 miles an hour instead of 32. It's just a matter of saving time, which is nice, but the mess is just bothering me that much more. So let's see, we're done with the mower. Not really done with the baler, at least here anyways. Alright, good enough, I suppose. Let me park the Big M over in here. I'll need it to mow the smaller field in the month of May. I am going to drop off the baler there. I'll need the Big M right there. Who was working? Franco? Thank you, Franco. You did a wonderful job. Let me go around and get the rest of the bales that you kind of missed, which is probably like a half dozen or so. It's just kind of odd the way, when I'm going this direction, it picks up most of the swath, but when I'm heading the other direction, you can see what it leaves behind, so... Got a couple bales over here. Seems like most of the bales are on this side of the field. Interesting. That was interesting. Why didn't you pick that one up? Didn't feel like it? Just love how fast it wraps. Oh, come on, pick it up. Thank you. I was trying not to hit the tree at the same time picking up a bale. And 3 more. And then we are done with the month of April after I check on the animals to make sure that they're all set. I know the sheep are all set. The chickens, you know, they're probably getting low on food, but they're good for another month, I would assume. But after Solyndra the other day, I'm going to check on the animals. There we go. We'll pick all these bales up tomorrow. I'm just more interested to advance into months. Alright, first of all, I probably should check on the store page to see what is for sale. Well, that would be kind of nice to have, but I never got into that. And this is for the pumps and hoses pack, I think. But either way, nothing that we're looking to get. Alright, now let's scroll down and check on the animals here. So the sheep, they are full of feed. You guys are full of feed. Chickens, yeah, those chickens are fine. Those chickens are okay as well. The pigs are doing well. Yeah, do I have straw? I don't remember if we sold it or did I keep some. I have no idea. The straw is this, so we get solid manure, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and sell that at some point. I don't think I'm going to get a manure spreader. I actually got 78,000 liters of straw in here, so I can do that in the next day. Let's see here. Yep, teleport right to the 710, which is good. And yes, we are all set to go to the month of May. Let's go ahead and go to bed. Sleep on through. Let the solar panels earn us a whole bunch of cash. We could wake up with like 70,000 at least in the bank account. We're earning almost like $4 grand an hour. I actually be up to 85,000, almost 86. That's pretty darn good. Let's go into. It's on sale. The Windrower I want is on sale. I have been very lucky, honestly, with the sale items. The exact Windrower, the one I want, is 40% off. How about that? That's great. Yeah, working width is 19 meters. Oh yeah, I'm not, what, you know, yep, thank you very much. The mower, but we already got a big M, but that's not the mower with the PTO on the back. Yeah, so let's check on a couple of other things. How much is that trailer now that I only had to pay half of the money for that? Animal transport, is that like 80 some odd thousand? It is 80,000. I'm 40 short, but that's fine. Oh yeah, I probably should check on the pigs. Do I have any pigs that are worth 1,200? I do not, unfortunately. That's what I want to sell them. So these pigs did not increase in value over. I wonder if it's when they reach 2 years old. Maybe that's when they reach up to value. But when they do, we'll have 40 of them to sell. So maybe by then, with the solar panels bringing us in $30,000 a month, we'll be able to afford the animal trailer. That'll be good. Let's see, how are the chickens doing? Yeah, they need a little bit of attending to. The sheep should be fine. Oh, the sheep's milk, got to take care of that. All right, so we got plenty of stuff to do. But the first thing I want to see is the wool. The wool should be sold today. The price is $18.20. The max price is $18.18. So we better get right on that because the price is apparently is dropping. Let's get right into the telehandler. And the sheep that are making the wool are finally starting to produce a decent amount. Although I think we started with 20 sheep. And currently, I don't know how many sheep we're up to here. It says 160, so they're starting to really come through on the wool. So we'll grab a couple pallets at a time here. And we're not going too far with it, we're just going over to our selling station. That reminds me, selling station. I need to put that down on hinterland, which I'll be recording not long after this. I'll be out later this afternoon if you're watching this when it goes live. So spend more money, but the self-selling station definitely pays off. Actually, by selling these, I might be able to afford the animal trailer, but I don't really need it right now because I'm not selling any pigs today. Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting though that that stock check mod shows you what we are going to earn on cash, but it doesn't include the bonus from the precision farming. So we're going to earn a little bit more on that. So other than fertilizing our cornfield, and I'm not going to count our grass fields here, other than fertilizing our cornfield, we don't have to fertilize anything else. Soybeans don't require fertilizer at all. So we got to fertilize the cornfield and take care of weeds in the fields that need to be taken care of. And then we're all set. I can't believe that windrower was for sale. The game is almost like, you need one of these. Yes, I do. Here, have one. Here, just have one. We're going to give it to you. Thank you. Oh, this grass field's not ready in May? I thought I did it 1 month apart, but this grass field is not ready. Well, I mean, technically it is ready for harvest, but it's not at its full height. So I won't be mowing this grass today. So maybe with the money, because we almost got the $80,000 for the animal trailer, but maybe, just maybe, I could upgrade the engine in the Big M. Now, I've always said this about East Vineland. There isn't that much traffic when you think about it, but it seems like every time I go to merge out into the road, there's a car coming. Alright, so we're back up to 86,000. You're not going to complain about that at all. And that sheep pen is not even a full pen yet. I'll probably have to sell the wool next year when we sell the honey in March, so it won't be at the top dollar, but it won't be that bad. Let's go ahead and park that there. Let's go down here and grab the John Deere. That does have some fertilizer in the spreader. We'll go ahead and take care of the cornfield. This field should be all set. Yeah, this feels good. It says ready for harvest, but yeah, you can kind of see up here where I missed this spot last year mowing. That's as tall as the grass can get. Those bales will be silage, so I can put those into the barn. But since I do need the John Deere to work down the other grass field, but the John Deere's here with a spreader on it, we'll take care of the cornfield first. I don't know how much we're going to need for fertilizer. I don't think I have enough to take care of this field. And let me go ahead and get this map on up. Actually, I really don't need the map on up because we can easily see where I've been because of the texture of the ground. But if we're looking at the map, on the, well, not the map, but the grid on the upper left-hand corner, where the fertilizing state is and where I need to be for corn, I think I'm going to use all the fertilizer that's in this spreader, so I'll have to put some more on in. And filling this thing up can cost like 10 grand. So maybe let's try to put a little bit in. But it would be nice, I know at the end of the last episode we were looking at lots of land to possibly buy by the end of the year. And that field way down the other end of the corner for, what was it, like 800 grand? Maybe by then we'll get lucky and one of the farmers that we're in good deals with can give us like a 25% off, which could bring it down to like $650,000 for that field. That'd be pretty close to what we might be able to afford. We should get a little bit over $500,000 from the compost. Actually, now that I say that, it should be more than $500,000 because that doesn't include the bonus again. So that could get us like 600 grand. So I'm going to try to shoot for that big field down there. It is way at the other end of the map. And it's a sugar beet field, which is perfect for us because that's like the prime crop that we're going for. That'll help us make diesel, pig food, and of course compost. Yep, definitely going to need some fertilizer to finish off this field. And once we get this field done, we'll drop off the fertilizer spreader. We'll take the John Deere on down and get our new windrower, and we'll have the T8 follow behind us and get the bales or we'll make bales. And then we'll go around and finish wrapping up bales. But of course, I gotta get the bales out the field first. I'll just get that much for now. Even that cost me 9 grand. But it's okay. We're making plenty of money here. May never seem like it sometimes because our bank account is always, I don't want to say empty, but it's always below 100,000. There's very little bit of time in Farming Simulator to where my bank account has 6 digits in it. If it does, it's because I'm saving up to buy something. And that's pretty much it. Having money sit in the bank account to me doesn't help out your farm that much. Alright, and then we just got to come on down here, finish off this little section. And our cornfield is good to go. And should be no weeds in it this year, because we plowed this field because this was a sugar beet field. So let me just go into precision farming to see where we stand here on our fields. Oh, I'm on the wrong score here. There we go. So yeah, 97, 97, 96. That is all good. 96. This field is scored going to be terrible because what's that one for? Weed control. I got to come over with the weed control. I sprayed the weeds in this field, but still seeing these fields as separate, even though it's one now. But we can get that score up a little bit by spraying some weeds into it. This field is good. That may have some weeds into it. This field is about as good as it's going to get until I harvest it. Yeah, our score is down to 80, unfortunately, so that brings our bonus down to 9%. But that's still not too bad. We can deal with that. And this field here may have weeds in it. Does that field have weeds in it? Well, if it does, it's something I can take care of. I'm going to need narrow tires, because that field there is definitely in the last growth stage, I would think. Okay, let me go ahead and put the spreader away. We'll grab the baling trailer, bring that on down with us. I got to put those bales in storage, and then get the other bales off the field and pile them up next to the barn. You know what? Let me put this in front of the plow, because I don't need a plow for anything for a long time. These are definitely silage bales. This is from mowing the grass last November, I would assume. Yeah, so the field right in front of us, even though it's merged with that one, it has no weeds in it, but I have never sprayed it for weeds. So precision farming is going to give me a bad score on that. I better make sure this is turned off. There we go. That should be turned off. I don't want to be picking up any bales. I'm going to try to avoid getting near all those. Actually, yeah, let me just continue on down. I think that's why I know farmers in real life around where I am, when it comes to silage bales, they'll wrap the bales different colors so they know when they bale them. So spring, summer, fall, that kind of a thing. Alright, so these should be able to go right into here. Or not. Alright, so why aren't you guys... Oh, because I was hitting the wrong button. Oh, you know, that... Alright, reset. They're going to go everywhere. Alright, and then... And I'll have to grab the one on the trailer. Oh, this one here as well. Alright, now we need to pick up all the bales that we made. So when I come back up with a windrower, we can clean up this field. Shouldn't take me too long to get these picked up. Should be about 2.5 trailers worth. And we'll pile them over by the pigsty like we always do. So let me get this done, and yep, then on down to the store, get the windrower, and we'll clean up this field. So 2 trailer loads, that's 64, so gonna be pretty close to 70, right? That'd be 70 bales. This will make 72. And I don't think I'll get enough grass off the field once we windrow it and bale it to get that many more bales, but you never know. Let's go ahead and just park this right here, be good. Put on our beacons as we head down the main road. And let's get our new used windrower and put it to work. Well, I don't really see any weeds in the barley field that we bought. But what I could do when I'm spraying the weeds briefly, I just got to spray it just for a second. I can come on down here, do the same thing, and I won't need narrow tires on it because I can just back the weeder far enough in. I think that will count. We'll give it a go in a bit. Let's see, I need to turn this on here. You're going to follow that guy, but not with an offset. We don't want an offset, and I'll put you at 45 meters just to give me a little bit of room. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on the windrower. Some grass we may not be able to get because it's not actually on our field. He may miss a little bit of that until he gets lined up correctly. Now it's kind of hard to see now that the grass is growing. The swaths don't look that bad. But I will get a headland done and then go up and down a field. But with a working width of, what did I say, like 17.5 meters, almost 18 meters, definitely not going to take too long to clean this up. Of course, before, when you're doing grass fields for another owner, when you complete the contract, they'll take care of the swaths in the field that you missed. I'm going to try to grab everything that's off to the side. Don't know how much of the land we own over there. Now, of course, on the corners, the baler may miss a few spots, but I can go around later on and grab them. I'm guessing we might get 3 bales off the field doing this. Maybe 3 bales. Of course, I didn't see how much was in the baler when I started. Yeah, apparently we don't own some of that land there, but that's fine. We're going to clean up most of this mess anyways. Let me get this done here. And we'll see how many bales are in the field. I did guess 3 bales, and currently I see 2 in the field. And, well, the baler probably has actually 2 in it. And we're just about done here, but the field is a lot cleaner and more eye-appealing. Yeah, still just, my luck seems to be pretty good on the store on getting something I want to buy on sale. The exact windrower I wanted, 40% off. That saved us about $30,000. I mean, it is used. That's fine. Of course, I do run the reduced maintenance costs, so repairing things isn't as bad as it could be. Yeah, I think I saw a YouTube short video of someone, might have been Farmer Cop, he went to repair his John Deere tractor, and it was like 35 grand. Oh, that was funny. He goes, oh, my tractor needs to be repaired, and he had like maybe 17,000 in his bank account, and he gets there and he goes, 35 grand to repair this thing? Alright, we'll bring this on over here. So now the field looks so much better. So I'll drop that off right there, and I'll get hooked up to the bale wrapper while we wait for our worker to come back around, and then we'll have them retire for the day. It's not going to take us long to bale these on up. Of course, I do have to wait because technically he's still following the John Deere, so he'll probably run right into the windrower. This field could use some line, but this is the field that's got the problem with precision farming for some reason. Did you drop a bale off there? You did. And now you're going to drop one off there. We'll fold this on up, and we'll just park this right over here. Because I'm going to need it later on. I drove right through my crop at some point, apparently. Yeah, for some reason, this field here, the precision farming works for nitrogen, but doesn't quite work that well for the pH value. It does in some areas it doesn't, so I'm not really sure what's causing that, but since we're only here for another year. Like I said, though, there was an update to the map itself, so I could fix the problem. There, so now when we come in here, might be next episode where we come in here with the pumps and hoses again. And we'll spray the slurry on down. I think I need to sell the hose that I got. I got a 300 meter hose. I think that was a little bit short. And how much slurry do we have? I think we had like 70 some odd thousand last time. Well, we got 250,000 liters of slurry, so that should cover the field pretty easily. I had a lot more manure in here than before, but when I was landscaping and I was smoothing out the area right here, it deleted a lot of the manure, but that's not a big deal there. Let's go grab the class Aryan, because I haven't used that myself in a while. Is that in the barn? That is in the barn. Let's go grab the See and Spot sprayer and see if we can raise up our score in those two fields rather quickly. There's no weeds in the field, but precision farming wants us to take care of the weed. Oh, yeah, take care of the weeds. Let's just say it the way it is. The weeds that aren't there. I just thought since we combined two fields together that the scoring would be all for one field. Is that still in the first growth stage? I think it might be. It is. I'm not destroying the crop. Alright, so once again, let's see, the scoring in this field is a 39. The pH and nitrogen value is at 0, so the weeds are at a 50 score, but just by doing this, I know it seems weird, but yep, now we got the score up to 54 in that field. And overall score went up from 80 to 82. And now we need to come on down here and take care of this barley field. And I'm hoping I'm going to back on in a little bit, and hopefully the sprayer is enough into the field where it registers. I don't see any weeds in the field. And what did that do? There we go. Now that field score is up to 90, so... And we went from 82 to 83, and we went from 9% bonus up to a 10% bonus, just by doing that. Simple enough. Are there any weeds in this field? Just says it needs rolling. It doesn't say that there's weeds that growing in here anywhere. There probably is stones in here, right? Yeah, I can see some stones down there. But it's the way we bought the field. The barley was already growing into it, so didn't want to plow it just to get the stones on up. It'll hurt the equipment very little, so so be it. So yeah, we're up to 91,000 even after buying the windrower. So yeah, I could maybe upgrade. How much is the upgrade for the engine in the Big M? Mowers. Here we go. So we have the base motor, which is a 549 horse, and if we upgrade it to a 603, it's only 21,000 for the upgraded engine. So I'll probably go ahead and spend it on that. And in the meantime, we'll get enough money tomorrow, if need be, to buy the animal trailer if I got pigs to transport. And because the next set of pigs, we should have 40 of them. And with the current animal... well, actually, I could sell the current animal trailer I got for the money anyways. Because I don't need 2 animal trailers. So, yeah, that'll give us enough cash. But, yeah, that could hold 16 pigs. So that would be like 3 trips to the dealership. But with the animal trailer we want to get, and I think that holds 30 something. Actually, it holds 50 pigs. That's cows, pigs, sheep, horses. This is the animal transport trailer pack that I do believe comes with a map. So yeah, if you're looking for that, it comes with the East Vineland map itself. But not too bad. But yeah, this field's finally cleaned on up. It does need some nitrogen put into it, so we'll try to use the pumps and hoses pack and get that field up and going. I think I got to sell this. This is, it doesn't tell me how many, I think it's 300 meters, but I got to find a better way to unwrap it. We'll give it another go. I only tried it once, so we'll try it again and see how it goes. Although, last time I unwrapped it in this field over here, but now that I own it and we got crop in it, I'll probably have the hose come out there, and then I'll zigzag back and forth at the beginning of this field. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But in the meantime, I got to get this place picked up a little bit. We got equipment everywhere. I got bales to pick up. But yeah, we'll get this going ahead and get it slurry sprayed. And yeah, and then move on with our lives into the next month. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in East Vineland. But until then, have a good one.